Hey everyone, Prof Sales coming at you with a video, and today's video is about my office setup. I thought I would take a moment to show you how my office and desk are set up and hopefully maybe give you some ideas on how you can set your office up to be as effective and efficient as you can in your reselling business. So let me start off by showing you this desk that I just recently bought. You can see it's an L-shaped desk. I actually thought about this decision quite a bit. And I decided that I needed the L-shaped desk because I needed a work area, which you can see here, as well as I needed an area for my computer and so on, scanner and so on. So that's why I decided on this particular type of desk. The second thing about this type of desk is that because it's glass, it's a lot lighter than a particle board desk would be. At least I found it to be a lot lighter. I think the whole box weighed about 100 pounds. So I was able to get it inside by myself with no real issues. And the time to put together was not that long, maybe an hour, maybe a little over. Not a lot of parts in it. I did not put together the keyboard tray, which could be fit under either one of these L's. So that saved a few minutes as well. I knew I wouldn't be using it. And the desk, as you can see, just suction cups onto the rails. So really easy to use. Looking at some other things about the desk and the setup, obviously I have a nice computer chair. It's nothing fancy. I don't really spend a lot of money on it. I might get a nice one down the road, but I just don't see it as a priority. This one does the job. I've got the plastic down on the floor so I don't scratch the floor. You know, just to kind of keep your work area looking nice. And so let's look at what it looks like when I'm setting down. So obviously I have a big area for, you know, to work under or to work on, to write things down, to put product, to put tags if I'm listing things on eBay, whatever I need. That was key when I went on this desk buying process. I knew that I would need that. I knew that I would need a work area because I found that I was working on smaller, lower to the ground surfaces, and it really wasn't ideal. I just found I was bending over too much to pick things up. I needed things up a little closer where I could see them. If I needed to write something down about something, I'd like to have in the space right beside of it instead of having to go over to the desk. So that was a big key part of this work area. Over here you see I have the computer all set up, my webcam. I've got my Dymo 450 Turbo printer for my Amazon business primarily. Also a scanner to scan things in for Amazon FBA. Some space here to work with as well for my mouse. And assorted other office things, as you can see here, you know, a little holder for some pens and so on, a paper tray here in the middle, calculator, a Lowe's receipt, a lamp, which I really don't use because the overhead light is more than sufficient and this lamp just doesn't throw off enough light, but I could change that down the road and put in a more substantial lamp. Kind of like that idea. Up here I have my tape. I have this packing tape is nice when you put it in a roller because it allows you to sort of control the length of a little better than a tape gun. I find it's a little bit it's a little bit better for smaller tasks. Maybe not taping a box shut, but maybe if you have to put some tape around an envelope or something like that, as well as some just regular old cellophane tape for whenever I need that. Scissors, highlighter, Scotty peeler, and just assorted other notes and sticky notes and things that I need here, you know, on my desk. Down below you see I have a lot of floor space down here. I'll show you my feet. No jokes about my feet, all right? So plenty of room. I actually have a heater down here for when it's cold in the winter time because this room gets a little chilly. With no carpet down here, it's obviously a little bit colder than it would be. I have room for my tripod that I use to make videos with. I use it quite frequently. I have a couple items down there that I'm just trying to figure out exactly what to do with them. And over here I have my padded envelopes from USPS. I have room for some more of those out to the side. And I have my scale, a measuring tape, and some rubbing alcohol to clean things with the rubbing alcohol comes in really handy. It evaporates, so you don't have to worry about something getting soaked to the point where it gets damaged. And it's good for cleaning off a myriad of marks, blemishes, even stickers. So rubbing alcohol is something I highly recommend you invest in. You can find it any drugstore, 90% rubbing alcohol, it will be fine. Over here I have my Brother laser printer. This is a HL2360. I think I picked up this printer for maybe about $100, maybe a little more. I got it on a recommendation from some other reseller. I don't remember who it was at this point, but it works really well. The only part I don't like about it is I have to manually put in labels sometimes because it seems to jam up if I try to put in half sheet laser labels. I don't know why. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but it's not a big deal. I don't mind doing it that way. I have a power strip with my iDevices plugged in, as well as my printer, so on. This gives you a little bit of surge protection. You know, that's important. You don't want to damage your equipment, and a lightning strike or some other surge could absolutely damage your equipment. So I highly recommend you go out and spend the $20 for a decent surge protector. You might get one for $30, but it may give you just enough protection to keep your devices from getting fried and an expensive replacement. Over here I have my tape gun, one of them. I have a couple of them actually. Down here I have reams of paper and I actually have a rag laying there that I use to clean things off with. I have some business receipts and paperwork there in that black folder. And then I also have another rag down here, as well as some binder clips that I clip on labels onto things, and some extra pens, and a clipboard that I use for whenever I need to write on something and I'm away from my desk. So lots of different things can be put in these little stands like this, and I like my printer so close I can print things out from my computer, and then I can go right over my printer and grab the label right off, which is really nice. I highly recommend that. You save time when you don't have to walk across the room to go pick up a bunch of labels. You can just put it there, put it on the item you need, you know, affix the FN SKU label if it's Amazon, or the eBay shipping label if that's the case, and you're ready to go. I think I've showed my photo area before, but I have a couple of these lights. They are Cowboy Studio. There you can see all the info. I don't remember exactly what model number they are. Oh wow, they're really dusty. But they work really well. They have 5 different bulbs, so you can decide which ones you want to turn on. I have 2 of them. I have a whiteboard. I got this actually, the lights you can actually get online at Amazon. They come with a diffuser, or you can take that off, as you see in the ones over here, depending on what your light needs are. These are great because even when I turn off all the lights and just these are on, they really illuminate an item, and it makes for the ability to take some really great pictures. They're easily adjustable. You can adjust them up or down. You can adjust the angle of this particular, the hood. So there's all kinds of options with these lights. I also have a whiteboard. I've actually got a couple of them. You can see one over there. These come from Michael's. They could actually be cut in half, I believe, or if need be, but if this is how big an area you need, which works for a lot of jeans and a lot of smaller items, I find, I think I got 2 of these for maybe $12, and they're not perfect. They get some dents in them, you can see here from time to time, and that makes them unusable. Eventually you have to replace them, but they will last you for several months, and they're better than nothing. I didn't like the whole rolling idea and rolling a sheet down or a backdrop. It just seemed too clunky and cumbersome. I like these, and I can actually take these and move them around and bounce light off of them and create different lighting effects for items, or whether I'm shooting a video or I'm on a live show. So they come in handy for other tasks as well. This is my steamer. I think I paid, it's a Conair, I think I paid, I don't know, maybe $25 for this. I bought it at Target. Works really well. Has a nice little compartment here for the water, and you can, steam your clothing items. That's a lot quicker than throwing them in the dryer. Use a lot less energy, and it's great for just touching up items when you need to take a photo of them. This desk has a nice drawer where I keep anything I need for listing purposes. measuring tape, a tailor's tape. That's really important. You can kind of stretch it around. It's a lot more maneuverable than, say, a normal measuring tape. Some scissors, marker, what have you, just the sort of things. And then, as you've probably seen over here before, this is where I keep some of my current stock I'm working with. These are some jeans I'm working with on eBay, some other sweaters and so on. And then, as you know, if you've watched my previous video, this is where I keep my current FBA items that I'm getting ready to process. There's really nothing there right now because I sent it all out 2 days ago. So that was, you know, what I'm committed to doing each week. And then last but not least, I have a bin over here. These are the misfit jeans. And by misfits, I mean they are misfits. They have issues. They're going to have to be donated back. I may bulk them together and sell them at a yard sale. I've just taken different tasks with those, and really there's no one size fits all solution. You can do it however you want, but ultimately you got to get rid of your rejects when you made a bad buy or something had damage you didn't see before. So that's one of the areas I keep them. I've actually got a few more of them upstairs. I'll lump them all together. Once I get a bunch of them, then I make a run to donate them or else sell them at a yard sale. So basically, that's my setup. I like it because it's my own little area. You can use this as a write-off on your taxes with the IRS, but make sure you consult a tax advisor, a licensed person, professional. Don't take my word for it, but there are some benefits to that because you can use it because it's part of your house as an office. And it just keeps me sane, keeps all my stuff in one place. I don't have to go searching for my laptop or searching for a pair of scissors or searching for some labels or whatever the case is. I know where it all is. I have it all right here handy. And, you know, it's really been a blessing to have this set up. I'm so happy I got the desk, and you know, it cost me about $240, I think, for this desk. Might have been marked down, I just don't remember. But I thought that was a pretty good deal for it, actually. L-shaped desks are not cheap, and you can easily get up over $1,000 without breaking a sweat. So I thought I got a pretty good deal. I actually bought it at one of the big chain stores, maybe Office Depot, maybe Staples, I don't recall. But a desk is important. It will make you remember that you are in business for yourself. It will help you organize your work area and give you space to work. And just, you know, reinforce that idea that, you know, this is what you've chosen to do for your living, if that's what you're doing, if you're selling professionally now, and this is your area you do it in. So if I had a warehouse, this desk would probably be in it, and that would be, you know, I would have in a little office, and that would be where the space is. But since I don't, this is where it is in my home. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider hitting the like button and leaving me a comment below. I'd like to hear from you. Also consider subscribing to Prof Sales so you get every single video, and please feel free to share this video with other people or on social media or wherever you choose to do it. So until next time, this is Prof Sales saying good sales to you.